on an NBA.
Okay.
If he can't slip out of the way, he's
All right.
talented. If not, he's a dum-dum.
Here we go, guys. Here is our first test show. Well, it's not. It's a promo. It's not going to be a show. Hold on. Listen to this.
American Gardens building on West 81st Street on the 11th floor. My name is KC Armstrong, and I'm 44 years old. I believe in taking care of myself, in a balanced diet, in a rigorous exercise routine. In the morning, if my face is a little bit puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches. I can do 1,000 now. After I remove the ice pack, I use a deep pore cleanser lotion. And in the shower, I use a water-activated gel cleanser and then a honey almond butter scrub. And on the face, an exfoliating gel scrub. Then I apply an herb mint facial routine. I always use an aftershave lotion with little or no alcohol because alcohol dries your face out and it makes you look older. Then moisturizer, then an anti-aging eye balm, followed by a final moisturizing protective lotion. There is an idea of a KC Armstrong, some kind of abstraction, but there is no real me, only an entity, something illusionary. And though I can hide my cold gaze and you can shake my hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are probably comparable, I simply am not there.
You're listening to the world's most amazing people on 103.9 LI News Radio. Now, here's your host, KC Armstrong.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm told I'm not supposed to play music. I can't play music. And nice to see you guys in there. Hey, guys, what's going on? I am learning, so please bear with me here. This is first kind of like promo to the first show, which will be very soon. And I'm going to read your guys' comments in a minute. But I just want to tell you what I'm doing here. What I want to do is I think I got the gist now on how to work everything. You see the back. It's a little, it's not there yet, but you guys will see as you bear with me. Hopefully you'll stick with me and I'll be able to put on a show, various topics. It's not all going to be about one topic, but I do have to tackle the John thing first. I have a bunch of. I know it's so stupid. Look, I don't want to be one of the, and I'm going to read all you guys' stuff, but I just want to tell you what I'm doing first. I don't want to be one of the low hanging fruit. I don't want to make everything about John. But the reason why I am is because once I got turned on to like the dabbling universe and stuff like that, it was so funny. But at the same time that it was so funny, I got privy to all these things that John said about me. And it's like, no, that's not okay. And then when he starts to, then he takes my channel down and he threatens to fight me, which I'm not going to do. There will not be I will not fight John. I have no interest in fighting him. And I'm really hoping that by some strange reason, where's the camera? Yeah. I'm hoping some strange reason that somehow this is all fake. Like somehow it's all trolls. But people that I do trust have told me that it is John. John's the one that wrote these things. He's the one that contacted my family, contacted my sweet mother. That's probably why I'm doing this. Like, I can't beat you up. I can't do that. I never would. You know, I'll leave that to yourself. I'll never do that. But I got a hard time believing that you would do something like that. And people are like, well, Case, why are you doing this? Are you just doing this because, people want to hear it? Yeah, somewhat, I guess. But the main reason is because of what I just told you, contacting my family. And normally I wouldn't care. But like I said, when I started getting into what you guys are doing on like those forums and the Dabbleverse and everything that's so funny, like the editing, like the song parodies and everything, it's just hilarious. But at the same time, I got to see what he said about me. The guy hates me, and it's different. It's not like someone who doesn't know me going to make fun of me. Okay, that's fine. You think I suck? That's fine. But this is a guy that I thought was my friend. And if there's any question on why I'm doing it, let me just read this to you, and then I'll get to all you guys. I swear, okay? This is just this isn't even the first show because I don't want to do everything on John. But once I have to finish that first before I can get it. I got great videos for you guys. I got there's some really funny stuff. Like, for instance, I was just watching Bellator, which is MMA on Friday night, and this guy was retiring. He had fought like 40 times and he won, but it was a boring fight. He was a wrestler and he was just kind of laying on the guy. And, he's taking his gloves off and he's retiring and stuff like that. And after he wins, they go back and they're interviewing him and the place is going crazy, booing him. I heard out of the corner, one person yelling, "Your family sucks," because he had brought his kid and his wife. It's just stuff like that. I want to show you these clips, because every time I see something funny, like I'll put it in a category, in a folder, and I got 50 things I want to show you guys. Can you believe that? How rude! Your family sucks. It's rude and it's not funny, but it's amusing. It's rude. But okay, so let me just get back. I'm telling you why I'm doing this, and I'll get to your comments, and then that will be my promo for the John Show, which will be coming up in the next day or two. All right. So Autumn, who was so close to me, this great girl. She was one of my best friends. We lost her 2 years ago, and she used to work for me too. And she used to get mad when John would badmouth me, and I didn't care. I never even knew until I told you, like I got into the Dabbleverse and I got into seeing all this stuff. But this is from John's book, and it was printed out for me. You tell me, like, I shouldn't respond to this? Gary has hired his new protege, KC Armstrong, to help him produce the show. Casey had a radio show in college that Gary liked, and he was Gary's butt boy. That's creative writing right there. Great sentence. He was an ex-football jock with a whole host of his own problems. Okay. And he would pitch these segments in the creative meetings, which John never pitched anything, would just sit there, do nothing, like he did on the show. And I slowly realized what was going on. Casey was pitching these phony bits that would elicit angry calls. Oh, you mean get a reaction out of the audience, you dolt? Daniel Carver. Was he a popular guest? Yes. Was he an idiot and an absolute moron and a horrible person? Yes. But did he elicit a response? Yes. We're not always going to like the other opinion, but that's what's awesome about this country. We get to say it. Even though that guy's a moron and I don't care for him, I don't care for people that think they're better than other people based on the way they look. Stupid. You guys agree with me, I'm sure. But to hear such an idiot, we're laughing at him. That's what we're doing. He's the joke. The joke is him. And some people would get mad, and okay, whatever. The whole cool thing, this is John now, from his book, which just judging by this is horrible. The whole cool thing about Howard's show was that everything was real. Oh, really? Everything was real. Nothing was embellished at all. Showbiz, none of it is, kind of brought to a different level, like asking Scott if he'll do anal for $300,000 or whatever the hell it is. That's something you would ask somebody getting coffee, or how you'd make fun of someone's teeth, or whatever you did, John. It's goofing around. It's not something that you would do in an office, and it's entertainment. You don't understand that? Well, yeah, I guess when you leave after the show, you answer the phone during the show and you tell on people, and that's your role on the show, which was awesome. I guess that you wouldn't know that it takes a lot to fill 5 hours, and you want the audience engaged. I think Daniel Carver thing was totally cool because we were all engaged in hating this guy and thinking he's a moron. All right, that's what I'm going to save that for the show, guys. And I swear I'm going to get to you. I'm not even reading it. I have my glasses on. I just want to tell you why I'm just not picking on John. This is what he wrote in his book years ago. I didn't even know it until I started laughing with you guys about all the nonsense that he did. Okay, so I'll just read this real quick because I'm going to get into the real show. I believe I'm going to do it on Tuesday. But I'll just read the other paragraph. There's so much to this. I had no idea that he talked this way about me. The whole cool thing about Howard Show is everything was real. Why would he start doing phony shit? He would have fake doctors on as guests who would say they're performing plastic surgery on kids just to get the audience angry. Oh. It was sensationalism at its worst. I'm so sorry. I would think some people laughed at it. Some people thought that's outlandish. That can't be real. Oh, is it real or is it not? I can't believe this guy. Sometimes I watch the news and I feel the same way. It was like something a hack morning zoo would do. Okay. All right. Again, we'll get into all this on the show here. All right. There's the camera. Sorry. I don't mean to not look at you guys, but right there. You or you? You. All right. Sorry. Guys, we're learning. We're going as we get along. And I'm going to get to you. One paragraph left. I'll be right there. It was like something a hack morning zoo would do. Okay. I then, this is John, I then had to field the calls from these people. And the whole thing was just a bit boring to me. Well, I'm sorry, John, that we weren't producing a show that was up to your standards as far as entertaining you. Sorry that the show you supposedly worked for and created so much to wasn't entertaining enough. Believe it or not, there was a lot of people that put in a lot of time after Robin read the news, and they were Jason and Will were there till like 5 or 6 at night. Got in earlier than you. Yeah, they contributed a lot. I mean, Gary worked everybody there worked, but you didn't. So you want to say this stuff about me? I'm just gonna be honest. That's all I could do. I'm not doing this to cause even more of a rift. Even though you want to fight me, you don't want to do that. And if that was you, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if that was you that contacted my mother, I don't appreciate it, and I would never do that to you. I think you understand. All right, last sentence. It was like Howard was believing what Casey thought was cool. No. These were just ideas. And Howard, being the awesome broadcaster that he is, and was number one for a reason, because he had to fill 5 hours of material, of time with material. And it didn't, with him, it didn't matter where it came from. If it came from an intern, or if it came from one of his producers, or from or from John coming in and saying Scott smells today, something like that. Okay, cool. If it's funny, it's funny. John did some great things on the show. I mean, the telling on people. I know it sounds like I'm belittling him and I'm making light of it, but a lot of it was really funny. You know, he did a lot of great things. John did, but if you listen to John, he was, basically Howard. He could just fill in for Howard, and the show would be the same. All right, guys, that's why I wanted to give you this beginning here and telling you why I'm doing this. And then I'll just read you just one line here from one of his emails, which I'm going to get into in the show on Tuesday. Everything that he wrote to me. Now I'm hiring an attorney to sue you for slandering me. You have been lying about my career on the Stern Show, including my credits, time spent in the studio. Check your mailbox. You will be served. Okay, thank you. I welcome that. I welcome for some mail that's not a bill. That sounds like fun. And then the other thing was, I won't go into it here, but all the things that he calls me, and Casey is a drug addict who was fired because he threatened to beat the shit out of Tom. That's not entirely true. The Tom part isn't true. The other things, yeah, he got right on. Yeah, I got a lot of demons, and they've been that way for a long time. And I want to thank, before I get to the audience here, but the show is, I'm going to read all of the threats. I'm going to read everything that John wrote to me on the show on Tuesday. All right. I just wanted to give you a promo and tell you why I'm doing this. I'm not just doing this just to attack John. I'm doing it because the guy basically just said, I'm the reason for the downfall of the Howard Stern Show, even though I worked my ass off there for 8 years or whatever. And I want to thank the person. If you guys can see this, I'll tell you more about this on Tuesday too. But someone at the studio made this shirt, put it in the mailbox of the studio, and it says "First Annual DabbleCon T-shirt." Yeah, I'll tell you more about that on Tuesday. Okay, let's go read what you guys have to say. And I'm sorry if like I said, I'm learning. So I'm sorry if this was a little bit boring. So, all right, let's go. I'm going to do, sorry. Okay, so I've been like almost 20 minutes. I'll go to 25. I'm going to read you guys stuff, all right? Should I start from the beginning? Here we go. Wait a minute. Tuesday, isn't that when Stuttering John is coming back? Is he? Is that true? Double dabble? Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. Scripted fight. 65 IQ. No, none of this is scripted, buddy. Promise you that. I'm going to be honest with you. Or else. And Casey found Richard Christie. His ass should be kissed just for that. Thank you, Matt Robinson. I really did. He kind of found us. Richard Christie used to make these really funny songs about me, and they were sent to me. So I was the one that's like, all right, Richard sent in another one. And by this time, Howard and them, they all knew Richard's name because he did such a great job. Like, oh no, he sent in another one. So I would go and take it off. I think it might have even been a cassette tape. I would take it, put it on a cart in the studio. So, you can't be in love with yourself in this job. You really can't be in love with yourself. You got to take those things because they were funny. Richard Christie's songs, right, guys? I mean, weren't they funny? My favorite was Gay Photograph, KC Sausage Party. I mean, they were all guys, Vito. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see. Julie. Hey, Julie. Oh, thanks, Barrel Roll today. One of my favorites. That's really nice. Thank you. Let's see. And I'm doing this. This isn't going to be when I do the show on Tuesday. I'll have everything ready. I got all that stuff to read to you guys, but now I'm just doing this loose for the next 5 minutes. I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you writing in and stuff like that. So at least I could do is read it. So let me go back. What's going on in case things working this time? I think, guys, is this sounding good? Is this sounding better? I know I got to work on the back and stuff. This is actually Port Jefferson Harbor. It's something I got for my camera. Oh, Jules David, I do owe you $8 for the Gonzaga bet. I suck. I'm sorry. Did you guys see those games this weekend? How awesome was that? How was Andrea? That's another show right there. Good. Thank you, Terry. I'm glad that sound quality. But Jules, I am sorry. I suck. I thought Gonzaga was going to take it. And geez, looking at UConn, I don't see anybody beating them. All right, let's go to source something all day. Went in a rut and he needs a butt. Who are you going to call? I think you guys know. That's a great one too. Yeah, that's in my top 5. Let's go Patrick Belmore. Richard's dad calls me. Yeah. That was. He's a real character, man. It's funny. Matt Robinson says KC is humble, the complete opposite of John. Clearly, thanks, Matt. Yeah, I hate myself, so I think that might come out. But thank you for saying that. I'm joking. No, I'm not. Brian Clowder, you owe me $20 for the Ranger game. I don't remember saying anything about the Rangers. I don't know shit about hockey, but I like it. Kelp farming. How are Sal and Richard still there? None of their old stuff would be allowed these days. I got to tell you, but their old stuff, my God, I never phony with phone calls. I would put that up against the Jerky Boys. Do you guys know that this one that Richard did where he called, he called into this cop show? This is years ago. And he just kept saying the word agree over and over. He goes, I really agree with the point, and I'm in agreement. So it's good for me to agree. And then the guy hung up on him, and he kept saying it over and over. And it's just so funny. It's so juvenile and immature. Check that one out. Check out the I agree. Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, Stut Joe's designed driver. Casey, tell us a story about Stuttering John off air. Okay, I did one of these when he was using everybody to do. I'm gonna Stut Joe's design driver. I'm gonna save that for Tuesday. It's a long story. They're all long stories, so I'll wait. You owe me 50 because I'm hungry. Okay, that's good. 20 for the Globetrotters Generals game. Okay, now you guys are getting silly. But all right. Yeah, all these stories like Jeff the Drunk stories, 65 IQ. I liked the Community Cop. Yeah, that was it. Thank you. What does Casey stand for? Kyle Casey. Her parents were confused or something. Let's see. Case, did you ever play with someone who went to the NFL? If you guys remember the XFL, one of my running backs was named Rod Smart, aka He Hate Me. Then he went on to play for North Carolina in the Super Bowl. So proud of him. There's been a bunch of them. Willie Taggart, who was the guy I backed up, a quarterback, he was the head coach of Florida State, of Oregon. Now I believe he's at Florida International. Great, amazing story. Came from Western Kentucky to the head coach at Florida State, Oregon, and incredible. Just a great guy, great teammate. Shout out to all my teammates if any of them are listening. Can I serenade a steak? Yes, I can. I know how to make steak very well, my friend Patrick. Okay, guys, I'm about a minute left. I don't want to take up too much of your time here, guys, but I will be back on Tuesday to do that show. No more gym and training and tanning. No veto, just a lot more steroids. When you get older, testosterone cypionate is where to go. Dennis says, I believe John is a sociopath on top of being an alcoholic. Have you ever seen him display any actual empathy ever? It's a great question, man. Not until I got involved with you guys and watching I just watched Shuley and those guys. He did an interview where he was talking to Scott. John was talking to Scott, and he's like asking questions like, "Oh my God." He goes, "When did you feel that I was hitting it out of the park? When did you know that I was a big time celebrity?" I just got douche chills. Usually I'm the one that gives me douche chills, but when you say stuff like that, you got to be kidding me, man. He is a narcissist, 100% Guru One, no doubt. Hey, thanks, Matt Robinson. Appreciate that. All right, we're past 25. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time here, so I'm gonna get going. But Tuesday, I'm gonna come on. Me. Right? Yeah, Top Rock. I would say watch Uncle Rico or watch Carl. Watch any of the John shows, and I want you to play the drinking game. Anytime it's me or you got to drink. I tell you, you'll be on the floor. You'll be throwing up before the program's over. Did Beat actually wear a diaper? Yes. All right. You guys are awesome, guys. What time Tuesday? I believe we're going to go at 8 o'clock. Is this background horrible or what? What should I change it to? Let me know. Guys, you guys can always get a hold of me if you want to get a hold of me. Just email me and let me know how I can improve, what I can do. Because I'm going to have a weekly show. Not just, but I will cover the John thing totally. But I will have actually some content, which is not just Stuttering John stuff. Hopefully make you laugh. And we'll go Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I hope to see you guys there. And I'm going to kill people with that advice, Tony. And Ian, yeah. Don't play the drinking game. All right. Nice. All right. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys. Hopefully you come back on Tuesday. Okay. All right. My name's KC Armstrong, and go to KC at WMAPradio.com. And for the rest of the night tonight on my radio station, which is WMAPradio.com, I'm going to be playing the nonsense from the FM shows. So it's something you guys might enjoy. So go over to WMAPradio.com and check it out. Okay. I want to thank you guys again. And I will see you all on Tuesday. So hope I didn't.
So how's the ransom account going, Marcus?
Here's some more American side.
Really?
I'll see
That's
you guys
interesting.
It's
not great.
Oh, well, you know.
So how's Cecilia? She's a great girl.
Oh, yeah. I'm very